we're getting the Asian flair going today. I love egg rolls. I don't think I know anyone that doesn't like egg rolls. But of course, not the healthiest thing, right? You know, it's kind of wrapped in that pastry type thing, and then it's deep fried in the oil. But otherwise, right, throw some soy sauce on it, duck sauce, some hot mustard, and it tastes really, really good. So today we're going to do egg roll, but in a bowl, but kind of, at least for Ron, on a plate. So it's going to be everything that's really inside the egg roll, except we're not going to wrap anything and we're not going to deep fry anything. So I've already started the cooking process just a little bit during commercial break because I need to get these onions a little bit tender. So we'll go ahead and kind of show you here what's in the bowl right now. Just really kind of diced up some onions, fairly small, if you will, because I don't think we want really big bites here. So I've got the onions going right now. They're probably going to take about 2 or 3 minutes just to kind of get them a little tender. But what's in here right now is sesame oil as well as rice vinegar. Now, the reason that we're using these is the sesame oil has a lot of flavor to it, and it's a very, very fragrant oil. So do keep that in mind. Do not use a lot. When I say use sesame oil with this recipe, I'd say probably 2 tablespoons would be max with this, because if you use too much, it really overpowers your dish, and there is no taking it back. So keep in mind the sesame oil is a very, very strong oil and also really fragrant. Otherwise, once these are getting kind of tender, which they're pretty much really about there, we're going to start adding in some of our other ingredients with this, which of course, as you know, egg rolls have cabbage in it. So the cabbage I have for us right now, this is a purple cabbage and of course the green cabbage, and I've got some carrots mixed in there too, because hey, egg rolls have carrots too, right? Then we have soy sauce here, ginger, which I wish I could have found some of the fresh ginger to kind of grate things up, but they just didn't have it. In fact, the ginger actually had green onions inside it. So now what we're going to start doing is adding all of our other ingredients that we've not added so far. So we've already added the rice vinegar, we've already added the sesame oil. Now we're going to add in our ginger, which is going to be probably just really about a tablespoon there of your ginger. But again, if you can find that freshly minced, that ginger in the store, and take it home and freshly mince it, that would be great. Now we're going to throw in here some of that nice sesame oil. Oh boy, that is the stuff right there. Now, as you're cooking, you're probably going to notice you're going to start getting some brown on the bottom of your pot. That's okay. When you pour in the sesame oil, which is going to be about 1/4 of a cup, use it to kind of scrape the bottom up, because that brown down there that you see, oh, that's called flavor, friends. That is flavor right there. So make sure you get that flavor mixed in. Now what we're going to do is just start throwing in here a little bit of your cabbage and start mixing that in with this, because now you're going to want your cabbage to start getting a little moisture with it, and let it also begin the process to wilt. I chopped up my cabbage finely. In fact, this actually came in a bag. It's about 16 ounces worth. It already has the carrots in it, already has all the different kind of cabbage in there, but it does come in some pretty big strands. So I took that with my cutting board and took my knife here, big chef knife with this, and just kind of really just cut that cabbage up into smaller pieces. When it comes to your protein, because obviously, as you know, egg rolls have chicken or pork or beef, I did try to find the pork, the ground pork. They didn't have it, unfortunately, so I've just taken here a ground beef. This is a pound of ground beef that I've already cooked up. So you're going to cook your ground beef first, get rid of your oil, then go back to your pan. Don't clean your pan, by the way. Again, that is called flavor. So I just used the ground beef. If you want to go even maybe a little bit of a healthier option, I would recommend going like a ground pork, because I think that would be a really good option to go to. A little bit healthier, and again, it's a protein, so it adds in that flavor. Now that's pretty much it. All you're going to do here is continue to stir, but be sure to monitor here how dry this might be getting, or how wet this might be, because again, you're trying to mix all this up so that it begins to wilt and become a little soft like it's inside your egg roll. If you think you need a little bit more, just add some equal parts here of your vinegar and equal parts there of your soy sauce, which, by the way, I prefer low sodium. Do not add any more there of that sesame oil. Let that be it, because again, that's a very, very fragrant oil. If you use too much, like I mentioned earlier, it's just going to kind of ruin your meal. Otherwise, that is it. There's another sauce out there called like hoisin sauce. That is optional, but I would recommend that for this dish. I think that would be really good. And then once you're getting everything all mixed together and it's all wilted, right before you get ready to serve this up, take yourself here a green onion that you see, finely chop it off, and make sure you kind of sprinkle that on top as you serve this meal. So I want to let this wilt for just a little bit more, plate it up for Ron.